Hello and welcome to another episode of Top 5s.
This week we're doing our top 5 favourite PS2 games.
PS2, the legendary
So obviously
console.
there's a huge amount of PS2 games, but
Yeah, this one's gonna be like a bit longer than normal ones,
yeah,
but
like there is loads of other PS2 games we enjoy, but
these ones are the top notch.
yeah. So
So,
hope you enjoyed. I will see you after.
see you after. Airblade.
Airblade is an extreme sport video game. It was developed by Criterion Games and published by SCEE and Namco.
So this game is kind of similar to Tony Hawk's video game in where you have a limited time to complete all the challenges in the level.
When completing a level, the player is rewarded a rank. The rank is based on the time taken to complete the level, how many trick points were earned, the largest successive combo, and the number of falls.
Any rank will unlock the next level, but higher ranks are needed to unlock certain playable characters.
As well as single player mode, there is multiplayer mode, which includes score attack and party score attack modes.
So the story of the game is that a guy called Oscar had just perfected his prototype for his hoverboard called the Airblade, when the GCP Corporation decided to shut down the project.
A frustrated Oscar smuggled his invention home, but he was tracked down and kidnapped by his former boss. His roommate Ethan finds his Airblade hidden in the apartment and decides to use it with the help of hacker friend Kat to go get Oscar back.
So this is a great game and a lot of fun too. We have played this game many times when younger and over the years. We would definitely recommend giving it a try if you haven't. Fun fact, wow! We couldn't actually find any facts about this game, so sorry. Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hill 2 was developed by Team Silent and published by Konami in 2001.
So most people already know of Silent Hill 2 and will also know it's an amazing game.
The main character James Sunderland came to Silent Hill after receiving a letter from his wife, Mary, despite the fact that she had died 3 years earlier.
The letter states that Mary is waiting for James in their special place, which confuses James as the whole of Silent Hill was their special place.
When James reaches Silent Hill, he discovers it is not the same beautiful town it was a few years ago. In addition to the bizarre omnipresent fog, the whole town seems to be rotten away and abandoned.
If you haven't yet played this game, then you really should. Especially if survival horror games are your thing, then it doesn't get much better than this.
The story is also one of the most deep and emotional stories ever created in the game, and no matter how many times you play it, you still pick up on details you hadn't noticed before.
It's just an amazing game and well worthy of its place in this list. Fun fact, wow!
Masahiro Ito's initial concept for the monster that would become Pyramid Head did not include the iconic helmet. The helmet was added later to suggest pain.
Resident Evil 4.
Resident Evil 4 is a survival horror game published and developed by Capcom. It was released on PlayStation 2 in 2005.
6 years after the events of Resident Evil 2, former Raccoon City police officer Leon S. Kennedy is sent on a mission to rescue Ashley Graham, the US President's daughter, who is kidnapped by a mysterious cult.
He travels to a nameless rural village in an unspecified part of Europe, where he encounters a group of hostile villagers who pledge their lives to Los Illuminados, the cult that kidnapped Ashley. While in the village, Leon is captured by its chief, Mendez, and injected with a mind-controlling parasite known as Las Plagas. He finds himself held captive with Luis Sierra, a former Los Illuminados researcher. The two work together to escape.
Leon soon discovers that Ashley is being held in a church and goes to rescue her.
Leon and Ashley try to take refuge in a castle, but are attacked by more Illuminados under the command of Raymond Salazar, another of Sadler's henchmen, and the two become separated by Salazar's trap. While in the castle, Leon briefly encounters Ada Wong, a woman from his past who supports him during his mission.
Leon travels to a nearby island research facility where he continues his search for Ashley.
He soon discovers that one of his former training comrades, Jack Krauser, who is believed to have been killed in a helicopter crash 2 years prior, is responsible for her kidnapping. It is eventually revealed that both Ada and Krauser were working with Albert Wesker.
Leon finally confronts Sadler, and with Ada's help manages to kill him. However, Ada takes a sample from Leon at gunpoint before escaping in a helicopter, leaving Leon and Ashley to escape via her jet ski as the island self-destructs.
We enjoyed most of the Resident Evil games, but this one has to be near to the top. It's a great game and we thoroughly enjoy it every time we play.
Fun fact, wow! During a segment of the game, when playing as Ashley, it is possible to open a door into a Z-lock to stun them, and then perform Leon's suplex move on them. This glitch is only present in the GameCube version of the game and was edited out of all other versions. Devil May Cry 2. Devil May Cry 2 begins with Lucia and Dante separately entering a museum where an important item called the Medaglia is stored.
After defeating a group of demons in the museum, Lucia invites Dante to follow her to the Dummery Islands, where he is introduced to Mattia, her mother. Mattia explains that she once fought alongside Dante's father, Spada, to defend the island against demons. She asks Dante to help fight Arius, an international businessman who was using a demonic power in an effort to conquer the world.
Dante leaves Lucia to think as he departs to defeat Arius. Dante arrives at the tower to find Arius in the middle of his immortality-inducing ritual.
A fight ensues in which Dante finishes Arius off with his pistols. Outside, Lucia confronts Dante and demands that he kills her because she fears that she will become a demon herself. Then a large stream of energy strikes the tower, and a portal to the demon world is opened.
Dante offers to leave the issue up to fate. He flips his coin and it lands on heads, leaving Dante to enter the portal to deal with the partially summoned Argosax after leaving the coin with Lucia.
Within the portal, Dante fights and defeats Argosax. Finding the portal close behind him, Dante instead drives further into the demon realm on a motorcycle.
Lucia examines the coin that Dante left for her and discovers that both sides are identical. Sometime later in Dante's shop, Lucia muses about Dante. Outside, the sound of a motorcycle echoes and Lucia leaves to investigate.
We've enjoyed this game a lot over the years. It's great fun and definitely deserves the number 2 spot.
Fun fact, wow!
Dante wasn't originally going to be the main character of this game, but an unknown male wearing a green coloured jacket.
Final Fantasy X.
Final Fantasy X is a role-playing video game developed and published by Squaresoft, now Square Enix, as the 10th entry in the Final Fantasy series, originally released in 2001 for Sony's PlayStation 2.
It begins in Tidus' home city, the high-tech metropolis of Zanarkand, where he is renowned star of the underwater sport Blitzball.
During a Blitzball tournament, the city is attacked by an immense creature, which Auron, a man not originally from Zanarkand, calls Sin. Sin destroys Zanarkand, taking Tidus and Auron to the world of Spira.
Upon arriving in Spira, Tidus is rescued by Al Bhed salvagers in the area. Upon asking him where he is from, one of them, Riku, tells him that Sin destroyed Zanarkand 1,000 years ago.
After Sin attacks again, Tidus is separated from the divers and drifts towards the tropical island of Besaid, where he meets Wakka, captain of the local Blitzball team. Wakka introduces Tidus to Yuna, a young summoner about to go on a pilgrimage to obtain the final Aeon and defeat Sin.
Tidus joins to help Wakka in the upcoming Blitzball tournament to find a way back home.
After the tournament, they are joined by Auron, who convinces Tidus to become Yuna's guardian. He reveals to Tidus that Yuna's father, Lord Braska, Tidus' father Jecht, and himself made the pilgrimage to defeat Sin 10 years ago. Tidus thought his father had died at sea 10 years earlier.
When the party arrives in the city of Guadalsalam, the leader of the Guado, Seymour Guado, proposes to Yuna, saying that it will ease Spira's sorrow. At Macalania Temple, the group sees a message from Seymour's father Jeskel, who declares he was killed by his son, who now aims to destroy Spira.
The group reunites with Yuna to engage Seymour in battle. Soon afterwards, Sin attacks, separating Yuna from the others. They end up on the Bikanau Islands, the homeland of the Al Bhed, where Tidus has an emotional breakdown when he learns that the summoners die after summoning the final Aeon, leading to his desire to find a way to defeat Sin while keeping Yuna alive.
The group find Yuna in Baval, where she has been forced to marry the incensed Seymour. They crash the wedding and escape with Yuna. The group is captured at the Baval Temple and are ordered to stand trial after escaping from their sentence. The group are heading towards the ruins of Zanarkand.
Once there, you will have to fight and defeat Yunalesca. After the fight, the group learns that Yu Yevon, a summoner who lost his humanity and mind, is behind Sin's cycle of rebirth. This leads the group to infiltrate Sin's body to battle Seymour and Jecht's imprisoned spirits. With Sin's host defeated, Tidus' group battles and defeats Yu Yevon.
So we've spent countless hours on this game. Every time we play it, we have a great time, and no matter how many times we have played it, we still enjoy it.
We love the storyline, and for us, this is by far our favourite PS2 game, and is extremely worthy of taking our number 1 spot.
Fun fact, wow! At the end of the game, Yuna will proclaim to Tidus that she loves him. However, in the Japanese version, Yuna will simply thank him. This change was made to make up for cultural differences. So we hope you enjoyed this week's top 5.
And be sure to let us know like your favourite PS2 games in the comments below. You know, which games on the PS2 you enjoyed and
and
ones you used to play when you were younger.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
And we have a whole week scheduled for the video still.
Yeah.
And we hope you enjoyed.
And I guess we'll see you on
our next video.
Friday.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.